Hey guys, welcome to a new series on my channel. This is a vlog style video. I know I've done this in the past on my channel. Usually I kind of give it a title. I think the last one was Spreading Some Guru-ness. No cheesy intro like that. The title above that you're going to see here is actually the topic at hand. This is going to be vlog style. I'm just going to start talking about it. Today's topic, as you can see, is so you want to be a fragrance reviewer on YouTube. Good for you. This is, of course, to some of my subscribers, it's going to be a pointless video and you guys are going to shut it off right away. To a lot of you that are maybe thinking about it or maybe have that little itch that you want to scratch and be a fragrance reviewer, you always felt like, hey, I could do what he does. Yeah, shit's easy. Or you're actually a reviewer on YouTube, maybe you just started. These are going to be suggestion tips, things that I've seen over my years on YouTube as a fragrance reviewer. I've spent a lot of time on this channel doing what I do, and maybe I can help you guys out. I know a lot of people reach out to me, and I'm glad to help. I always love helping out the new guys. I was one of those. I was a new guy way back when in '09 when I saw Tim Swetkoff and Cubby doing their videos, and I'm like, hey, I want to do that too. So I was in your shoes before, and I was trying to get subscribers just like you, and these are little tips, suggestions, things that I've seen, and I'm gonna name them off. Some things maybe will help you, some may not, you never know, and just simple topics. Maybe there's gonna be a part 2 for this. These are a lot of things that I just thought a couple weeks ago. It's just like, hey, let's do this topic. So let's take a look at it. So you want to be a fragrance reviewer on YouTube. What's a few things that would be great for you to think about? The first thing that really hit me was you need to have thick skin. You're definitely putting yourself out there. So you got to have thick skin. People are going to comment. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to comment, positive, negative. On, they're going to send inbox messages to you. They're going to criticize you about things that are your content, what you're reviewing, even your wardrobe, what you're wearing. If you're not looking at the camera correctly, your reviews are too long, they're too short. Your haircut, you look like shit. Make your own judgments and fix what you want to fix. There's a lot of stuff that you do have to take with a grain of salt. Sometimes you got to take a look at it and maybe, hey, maybe I was looking this way and the camera's this way and I'm doing a review like this, or I'm looking at the piece of paper down here. I've done it before. I've had my laptop right here and I was just like, I had little notes right here letting me know what's the next topic. So things like that you got to take with a grain of salt, and you got to make your own judgment what to fix and what not to fix. So sometimes they are right, but you're going to have some people that are just going to come at you. They don't like your face. They don't like what you had to say or how you said it. They might think that you're fake, that you're not being real or honest. They might not like that you reviewed one of their favorite fragrances and you gave it a 1 out of 10 and you bashed the shit out of it. That's one thing that I've learned. Even though a negative review is fun on YouTube, don't bashing it. Sometimes it's fun and it's funny to some people, but going a little hardcore on the fragrance, I've learned my lesson with Azzaro Chrome. Back when I bashed the shit out of Azzaro Chrome. I loved it. I'd do it again. But I do it in a different way. There's a lot of comments out there that are going to come out that are negative on your channel. And I've noticed, for me personally, not to go back and forth with someone. If you really think that that person's trying to attack you personally, either delete the comment, delete or ban the person from your channel. You can do that. That person might go to someone else's channel and start talking about you. I've seen that before. I'm probably the most hated fragrance reviewer on YouTube. I get most thumbs down, and I get comments on other people's channels because I took them off my channel and they're bashing me on somebody else's channel, calling me a girl or something like that. You gotta have thick skin about this stuff. So that is something that I really realized. Sometimes I've had troubles with that. I'll be honest with you guys. Sometimes somebody wrote something and I was too quick to judge, and even with some reviewers or subscribers. But definitely get your thick skin on, and make sure that you make your own judgment, and fix what you want to. And sometimes some things, they're out of your hands. You're gonna have some trolls. You're gonna have people that they just dislike you. So that's one thing. Be prepared for that stuff. It might not happen right away, but it may happen in a while. Now, get to know the community you're in, and that is, of course, the YouTube fragrance community. I felt like that was a huge bonus for me. I knew who was pumping out videos. I was a subscriber before I was an actual reviewer, a long-time subscriber of Tim, Cubby, Patrick, the ones before me, even Katie, and definitely just knew what was working for them, what wasn't on their channel, what I wanted to do with mine, forge my path, and I got to know them a little more. Like I was commenting on their videos, letting them know who I was, and when I first started my reviewing channel, I kind of sent out emails to them. Really, I knew what the community was all about, what it was missing, and I forged my own way, and I felt like that really kind of helped me out as far as where I was going to go with my channel. So getting to know the community, this is not a must. Of course, you can just go dive feet first and do your own thing. But I really felt like that really helped me out as far as getting to know the whole community and what I wanted to do. Video quality, now this is always a touchy subject. I know this is not a must, and I'm going to let you guys know about video quality, audio and stuff like that. It's not a must. It's going to help you when you get serious about fragrance reviewing on YouTube. But it should not stop you. So if you don't have high definition video, I wasn't high definition until a couple years ago. So like 2 years of fragrance reviewing, I was using my MacBook, my little camera in the front. Yeah, that's all I was doing. No HD for me. Audio too. Of course it can't be super junk in your VGA and you're all pixelated. No, of course, but if people can hear you and the video's okay, I'm not gonna say, don't do videos just because you don't have HD or you don't have like a $200 microphone right in front of you. Look, my audio isn't the greatest. I have HD now, but I don't have like a $300, $200 mic in front of me. I'm giving you the best audio, but it's good enough. People can hear me. And of course with graphics, same thing with that. You don't have to be the most technical, advanced guy ever. You don't need flashy intros. You don't need a whole bunch of stuff going up. Yeah, it might help you get some views. Some people love that. They love looking at, HD quality and stuff like that. But you can get that later if you want. But that's not a must. Just to let you guys know, just because you don't have that equipment, still you can shoot videos. And if you're getting serious about it, maybe get an HD camera. Maybe get a mic, maybe know how to do graphics and stuff, but it's not a must. Just forget about it. Just to let you guys know, it's not a must. For me, it's not. Honesty and passion. Of course, you gotta have passion in the hobby. I really think that if, I don't know where your head would be to be a fragrance reviewer without the passion of fragrances. I wouldn't be doing this long if I didn't have the passion to be a fragrance reviewer, or even fragrances. I wouldn't buy this many fragrances if I didn't like it. But make sure you know why you're doing this, being a fragrance reviewer. It's a lot of time, and as far as rewards go, as far as money, free fragrances, stuff like that, that stuff is peanuts. You're going to be working your tail off to get fragrance reviews out to people. Really, you gotta have the passion, or you're gonna be closing your channel in a couple months. You gotta have the passion, and you gotta be honest. Now that's, of course, something we always talk about as fragrance reviewers. Be honest with your channel to your subscribers. The thing is a lot of people try to shy away from saying something that's not popular in the community. Like when Pure Malt was hot, it's great to have another reviewer on the other side of the coin saying, you know what, this stuff ain't that great. You can be honest. I know it's hard, especially when you're new in the community, to say stuff like that. Or maybe you're smelling something in a fragrance, nobody else is saying it. You know, maybe you're like, hey, there's heavy pepper in this, but nobody has said that. Should I really say it? Maybe not. No, say it. Be different. If you smell it, say it. Be honest. Do not remove it from the review. Trust me, being against the grain might not be the popular choice, but that's how you and your subscribers grow together. Maybe some guy's gonna be like, hey, you know what? I smell pepper too. This guy's got a pretty good nose. I'm gonna subscribe to him. This guy, I know this guy. The other guys didn't smell that, but he did, and I do too. So that's something. You gotta be honest. You gotta throw that passion out there. You smell something, you know something, you love something. Maybe it's off the wall. Nobody else is loving it. Who cares? It's your channel. Do it. Be honest. Who cares if you know, big shot dude is not loving that fragrance? You love it. You say it. You're going to get subscribers that's going to grow with you and trust your nose. Now, it may take a while for you to get comfortable in front of a camera. Maybe you haven't done this before. Don't you worry. It's going to take maybe a couple dozen videos for you to shoot before you really get into the groove and maybe change your style and get comfortable with what you really want your channel to be. I've over the years changed my style. I've went from 10-minute reviews to 20-minute reviews. I've taken some stuff out, put some stuff in, got a little more comfortable in front of the camera. I'm kind of, if you don't know, I was kind of shy. I was kind of like, I don't know. But after a while, I was like, you know what? I'm going to say what I feel about this fragrance, and I'm going to say honestly what I think about it. If you don't like what I need to say, you can put it down in the comments below. I don't mind. So it take you a while to be comfortable with projecting what you want to say in front of the camera. Patience is key. This is huge. Patience is key. Don't expect 1,000 subscribers in a month. Don't expect 10,000 views on one video overnight. The most successful reviewers, the ones that have done this for a while and are seeing really good numbers, have put in the work. Look at them. They've been doing it for years. It takes a while for a subscriber base to come to you. You gotta shoot a lot of videos. You gotta get your name out. Patience is key. I always, take a look at my channel. Go take a look in 2009, how slow it went for me. I was, in a couple months in, I think I was at 50 subscribers. It didn't come overnight, boys. So I always, try to say to new reviewers that do reach out to me, I say, take a look and look at it over one whole year. Your first year in is going to be hard. You're going to be pushing out videos. You might have 80, 90 videos out there for a year, which is a really good number. And you might have 200-300 subscribers, and that might not be much to you, but it's going to grow. It takes time. So patience is key, especially if you're looking at the numbers. Don't really delve into the numbers your first years. It's hard, and it really does. Sometimes you try to focus on the likes, dislikes, the comments, and all the numerical stuff, but definitely don't expect huge numbers in the first year, I would say. But it all depends on the content that you're throwing out. So patience is definitely key. I had a hard time, in my first going. I was like, what's going on? I'm doing crazy stuff, and Tim Sweatkoff's at 500 and I'm at only 12 subscribers. What's going on? I'm reviewing the same stuff he's doing. What's going on here? But patience is definitely key. Knowledge. This is another thing. No one is expecting you to know, your first video in, what oud smells like, what the different kind of ouds are like. Everybody's nose is different. Everybody's in a different phase in the journey. Does not mean you should not be doing videos if you don't know how to pinpoint. All right, this is Edition Blanche. There's 12 notes in here. Pinpoint all 12 of them. You can't do it. Oh, failure. No. That does not mean you shouldn't be doing videos. If it smells like a certain imagery, say it. Brandon was awesome at that. Cutlass Supreme SL was awesome at giving you an imagery of what it smelled like. Hirozuka was great for that also. The best channels are the ones that the audience grows with the reviewer. So there's new subscribers every day. Everybody's looking for a reviewer, someone to look at for reviews. And they might be looking for someone that's just starting out like them and grow with them. I have subscribers that have stayed with me since day one. They're growing with me. My taste has been changing, and so is theirs. Maybe mine has changed so much that maybe they went to another reviewer because mine was totally different from theirs after a while. It happens. So if you really want to get to know the notes, really a huge thing is essential oils. Go check them out. You know, there's different oils for different scents. Also with time, you're going to find out notes. As many fragrances that you smell, especially for someone like me that I've been sampling like crazy, smelling hundreds, maybe thousands of fragrances. After a while, certain notes are, hey, this smells like this fragrance. And then you're like, hey, these have like these 2 or 3 notes that are the same. Wait, this smells like this. This smells like this other fragrance. And then you're going to be like, hey, maybe that's what mint is. This, yeah, that mint, boom. Everything gets together. Essential oils is awesome for that. So overall, knowledge, again, is not key when doing a fragrance review. You can be, you know, a beginner to an expert as far as fragrance reviews go. You could be new to the YouTube game, but have been a fragrance collector for 80 years. It doesn't matter. You can, you know, you're gonna always find a subscriber base, and that's the great thing about YouTube. And don't be shy. Just because you don't know what something smells like, hey, who cares? Just tell them what you smell. That's great imagery, and people will subscribe and will enjoy your content either way. I guarantee it. So don't try to be Doctor Who. You ain't that. Don't worry about it. Do your own thing. Enjoy it. There's no shame also in asking questions to your subscribers. I've done this multiple times, either on my YouTube channel, on my Facebook group. I've done it on my website. They are your viewership. They come and they watch your videos. They like your videos. They comment on your videos. And I really, for me personally, there's nothing better than shooting a video and there's like 30, 40 comments waiting for me, you know, 30 likes. It's awesome. I love it. You know, and they support you. They support your channel. You know, they keep telling you, you know, great review, you know, love it. Or, you know, they interact with you, and I love to interact with my subscriber base. I love hearing their feedback. You also need to balance when listening to them and know the vision you have for your channel. So don't go too off base also. I've been on that side of the coin that, you know, I'm trying to get, you know, try to appease my subscribers by, you know, they're asking me, can you review this, can you review that? Well, I don't own the bottle. I'll blind buy it, no worries. Or, you know, I'm going to review it, and, you know, you're feeling rushed. Oh shit, I told this guy I was going to review it. You know, you try to balance that. You know, if somebody's telling you, hey, can you review this? You know, be honest with them. Hey, I don't own it. I'll see what I can do to get a sample of it. You know, you don't have to blind buy a fragrance just because somebody's asking you to review it. They want to hear your take. But again, try to balance that and know the vision for your channel. You might change a few things just because your subscriber base is asking for it. If that goes into your vision, that's awesome. But that's something, there's no shame in interacting with the subscribers. They're the ones watching your videos. You want to try to do your best to give them content that they love to watch. Now, review what you want, of course. Do not shy away because it's been reviewed quite a bit. I always hear this from some subscribers of mine. You know, I'm reviewing a fragrance that's been reviewed to death. Don't be scared to review a fragrance. If that's what you got, review it. Even though it's been reviewed to death, a lot of people early on, when they are late in your subscriber base, like for myself, let's say I'm reviewing, we'll go with Aventus. I haven't reviewed Aventus yet on my channel. A lot of subscribers are asking me to review Aventus. It's been reviewed to death on YouTube, but either way, they want to hear my take. And that's going to happen to your channel also. You're going to have subscribers that ultimately want to just hear your take on that particular fragrance. Even though, you know, a million people have reviewed it, it's been beaten to death. Review a fragrance that has been reviewed quite a bit. It's your channel, you can do it, don't shy away from that. I've heard so many reviewers shying away from that. Yeah, we don't need another 1 million Paco Rabanne fragrance review. Shoot it, who cares? I've done it twice already. So don't be scared. To review from a sample also, I've heard that also. I'm doing a series on sampling samples. Don't be scared to review a fragrance on a sample. Some samples you can get 2-3 wearings out of them. You can get a good gist on what a fragrance is off that. No joke, I really definitely, when I see somebody reviewing from a sample, I don't take a second blink and say this review's not legit. There's no way, no shape or form that reviewing from a sample is wrong or not legit. I'm telling you right now in front of the camera, it's legit. Do it. Yeah, you might not get, you know, from a fragrance from a bottle. You know, I test, you know, different seasons, you know, maybe, you know, you review it, the sample, maybe you're just wearing it indoors all the time. You know, you don't get that whole, you know, with me, when I'm reviewing, I really want to feel like this fragrance is my signature scent. I do that with hundreds of scents. It takes a long time, that's why it takes me such a long time to do a review, but I like wearing them in the winter, I like to wear them in the fall, and you know, these seasons in Canada, they're totally different from each other. Going outside, testing it out in the snow, -40, is it gonna, you know, I'm wearing a big coat, I'm wearing a sweater, is it going to project in this cold? No, it's crap in the winter then. In the fall, well, maybe I'm not wearing a jacket, I'm just wearing a sweater. Now it's projecting, it's working well. So it's just a fall scent for me. So that's how I do my fragrance reviews. And with a bottle, you know, you got that liberty that you got, you know, you got 100 mils, 50 mils to work with. Usually I work with 5 to 10 milliliters, to be honest, on all reviews. Like all my bottles, there's no way I'm going to go through them all as far as testing goes. But either way, sampling through a sample is great. Don't worry about it. Review what you want to review, even though it's been reviewed to death. Now, as far as review what kind of content you want to review. Now, a good way to get your name out there. I really feel like a lot of subscribers are dying to hear takes on brand new designer releases. That's a good way to get your name out there because a lot of subscribers want to hear, you know, the brand new Armani Acqua di Gio Essenza. I want to hear about it. Nobody's reviewed it. Tell me about it. Nobody's reviewed it. Well, get a sample. Review it. Review it first on YouTube. You're going to get the hits. You're going to get people to come to your channel. Brand new designer releases is a moneymaker as far as getting subs to you. Definitely. A lot of people want to hear what the brand new releases are, especially designer because they're affordable. They're released everywhere across the world. Niche, not so much. But that's a really good tip. If you're looking for numbers, that's probably a good way to get numbers. I don't do it personally. You know me, it takes me a while to review a fragrance. After I reviewed it, it's been long gone. It's been at least a year or two that it's been released. So you'll only see it in my fragrance hauls. But that's a good way to get numbers. And remember, this is probably the most important. Remember, it's your channel. Have fun with it. There's a lot of reviewers out there that this hobby, even YouTube fragrance reviewing, is kind of a hobby too. It's a hobby within a hobby. It can get serious. It can get addicting. Sometimes it'll get into your life. Make sure it's just a hobby. Have fun with it. Don't make it, you know, I've put in probably as many hours in my channel than anybody else as far as fragrance reviewers go. I'm sure you guys know. Look at the content I've been putting out. Sometimes it'll take take into your life, especially for someone like me. You know, I'm gone 6 months out of the year and I'm home. I'm seeing it more now that I have my son. Use it as just a hobby. Don't go nuts with it. Don't try to go too hard with it. Have fun with it. It's not your business. You're not getting paid to do this. Do it at your own leisure, and don't get it, you know, this should not replace your family life. It shouldn't replace your work. You shouldn't be calling in sick to make a fragrance review. Just have fun with it, definitely. Once it starts getting too serious, you get stressed out and you want to start shooting videos and ignoring other parts of your life, it's time to look elsewhere. It's time to take a break. So remember, have fun with it. That's you know, every time I shoot a video, big smile on my face. You know, I got a couple hours, I got to shoot this video. I'm not stressed out. It's almost like a stress reliever for me. So I'm having fun with it. And that's how I want to do it. You know, I don't shoot as many videos as I used to, but I'm having fun with it. So just a really good tip. Have fun with it. And every opinion counts. That's another thing. You know, my opinion as Robes08 Fragrance Guru is not any more worthy than the new guy that just signed up to YouTube to make fragrance reviews. My opinion is just that. It's an opinion. I'm not right. Doesn't mean what I say is right and what you say is wrong. It's very subjective. You know, if I smell apples and you smell pears, that's awesome. I love it, you hate it, that's awesome. Every opinion counts, and you need to know that. Your opinion counts. So when you start as a fragrance reviewer, you are the reviewer for some people. Again, this other one, have an idea on how you're going to structure your channel. Have a plan, or maybe don't have a plan. For me, I kind of had a plan, and sometimes I didn't. When I first started, it was on a whim. Then I started thinking, okay, this is where I want to go with my channel. Then I started planning. I started thinking, okay, what am I going to do? What am I going to post? What am I going to review? Like, what am I going to review? What's going to be the content in my reviews? You can have a plan, or you can just go on a whim. Audience. Who do you want to hit up? Do you want to only do women's fragrances? Do you want to do niche only? Do you want to do designer or only cheapies? Do you want to start hyping stuff? You want to be on the hype train? You know, do you want to be serious, or do you want to be funny, or all this? Kind of think about where you're going to go with it. Some people want to do the whole spectrum, like someone like me and Drakdoc and Redolessence. We kind of look at everything. You know, we look at cheapies, designers, we look at everything that's on the market, and that's for me. I want the whole spectrum. But some channels, you know, they want to go niche only, go for it. Niche hasn't even been touched on YouTube, hardly. We know about all the hyped juice, but there's a whole bunch of stuff that hasn't even been touched. Women's fragrances, that's sorely lacking. There's nobody out there. Well, I'm not gonna say there's nobody, but there's not really, as far as compared to men's fragrances, it's sorely lacking. Designer only. If you're only doing designer, that's awesome. Review designers. There's a lot of designers that haven't been touched. Some that have been touched, it doesn't matter. Review them also. Cheapies, under the radar type of stuff. Do that. You can be as specific or as broad as you want. For me, I think it really helped when I sat down and I just went, okay, this is what I want to do with my channel. The first thing that I really wanted to do with my channel when I first started in 2009 was I wanted to be original. I wanted to do different things. I really wanted to change the whole spectrum of fragrance reviewing. The first thing that I wanted to do is, okay, what have other reviewers done? What have they not done? I was looking at video ideas and such. When I first started, there was no unboxings or haul videos at all for fragrances, and I thought, well, you know, in other genres that's working, you know, that's getting views. People probably want to see a whole bunch of bottles getting unboxed and first impressions and stuff. Why not? Those are actually some of my most viewed, you know, the haul videos are huge. That was a great idea. There was no top 10 videos on fragrances. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do top 10s. I'm gonna do seasonal videos, and that's caught on like crazy. Niche reviews, those weren't in YouTube that much, and you know, that spectrum started going. So you know, good and bad and the ugly. I can go on and on. Subscriber's choice. Get your subscribers in the game. Really think outside the box. I really sat down and, you know, those ideas are all great ideas. I think all those ideas are a lot of the reasons why the subscribers I have stick around and watch my videos. They watch my haul videos, my top 10, my top 20 videos, my seasonal ones, my good, the bad, and the ugly, subscriber's choice. Think outside the box, and I'm sure you can come out with video ideas that some people haven't brought up. Take your time with content. Do not rush content. I've done this in the past where I've set a deadline or something with my subscribers, told them, you know, I'm going to post this video at this date, and I rushed the content and I wasn't ready. I rushed a video. I might be missing important notes or something, or rushed testing on a certain fragrance, and I never really got the whole picture, and I wasn't really happy with the whole production. Some videos I'm actually going back to them and being like, you know what, I rushed that video. I'm going to do a proper fragrance review on that scent. So take your time. Do not rush your content. Don't try to post like one video a day or something like that to try to, you know, quantity overall more than quality. You hear a lot of that. You know, try to be proud of what you're releasing. Also, editing. Again, take your time with your editing. You know, there's no need for flashy intros and stuff like that, like I said earlier. But at least if you're doing a few takes, I remember back when I first started, it was only like one take, 10 minutes, go. No editing at all, just go. But if you're taking a few takes, just make sure the review itself is kind of fluent. I've done this in the past that, you know, it's kind of choppy from one side to another. And also the audio is correct, things like that. But you can fix that during your tenure here as a fragrance reviewer. So that's basically it. There's a few ideas here and there. I might do another video like this if I'm thinking about something else, but that's the gist of it as far as that goes. If you have any questions, you can comment below, you can inbox me. My door is always open as a fragrance reviewer to another. If you're new to the game, hit me up. I'll subscribe to you. I'll be your first subscriber. I'll watch your videos. If you want me to look at your videos, hey, I'll give you a couple pointers. If you think this is a great video for you, comment below, let me know. I might do a part 2 on this. But yeah, now you're ready. Be a fragrance reviewer now.